name is Reto. I'm a brewer. Brewing didn't happen as an accident for me. I followed in the tradition of the family footsteps. This brewing tradition started with my great-grandfather in a small Swiss brewery. He handed the brewery over to my grandfather, who eventually left Switzerland and ran a brewery in Cairo in Egypt, which he ran until he died. My father took over that brewery and they stayed there until 1950. In the meantime, yours truly was born, so I was born into a really traditional brewing family. My father left Egypt after the Second World War. The Second World War was certain changes happening in Egypt, and my parents decided to leave Egypt and venture off to another greener pasture, once in Africa, always in Africa. And he found a job at the Chandler's Brewery in Johannesburg. This Chandler's Brewery was bought by the Castle Brewery, and that was 1955, which was then the traditional start of SAB, South African Breweries. He stayed there until 1963, where in Johannesburg I did the majority of my primary schooling before my parents decided to leave South Africa and go back to Switzerland. For me, it was a big heart sore leaving my country. As far as I know, this was my home country. We returned to Switzerland. I did all my schooling there, my tertiary education, and started the brewing career in a middle-sized brewery in a town called Winterthur. I completed the German brewmaster school outside München in Grafenfeld. Hence my travel bug bit me as well, and decided to come down further south again and knocked on the door of Newlands Brewery, asking them for a job for a brewer. However, there was no job. So I decided to go on a trip through South America, which took me about 9 months of tramping around, traveling around, bussing around, meeting a lot of people, meeting brewers and tasting their different products. In September 1975, I returned to Cape Town, where a job was waiting for me, and I entered the family of SAB at Newlands Brewery. My first few years, I remained on the shop floor, as we call it, and learned the ins and outs of running the different departments. I was running the brew house, I was operating the brew house, I was racking, I was filtering, until one day, that time General Manager Bunny Redfern called me to his office and asked me, "How long do you intend staying here?" I was a bit shocked, thinking he's going to fire me there and then. However, he changed his mind and said, "Stay on, minimum 5 years," which I agreed upon and started the different jobs as a day shift supervisor in brewhouse, in cellars, and in filtration. Another 8 years passed by, and I eventually decided to make Cape Town my home, make Newlands my home brewery. It's very amazing how this company, having started in 1955, is to where it is now. And I'm very happy still to be part of this company. I learned a lot in the 37 years. I've gone through the ropes. I've learned the different projects. I've eventually landed up as a brand brewer. I've gone through optimizing different brands, starting from the Castle Milk Stout, the Peroni, the Olsen's Lager, prior to that even the Lion Lager, and currently I am responsible for the brewing of Castle Lager and Castle Light. This journey as a brewer started here in 1975, 36 years later. It's been a time of development, of self-satisfaction, and finding a place of home. And not only finding a home in Cape Town, but also found my wife at Newlands Brewery. So we eventually very happy, married together, have 2 children, aged 21 and 23. And I think by now, come July, it's time for me to leave Newlands. It'll be sad to leave. However, my passion still will be in brewing, and I intend to maintain the contact to Newlands Brewery. So on another side of my retirement, looking forward to enjoy the outdoor life. I will love to continue hiking. So in the long run, I will definitely not be bored. I cannot forget is to thank Newlands Brewery, thank SAB, and obviously my family, both being very supportive during my journey of 36 years of brewing. Beer brewing is an art. You need the passion, you need the time, and the love for it. The difference between tasting beer and drinking beer. Drinking starts now.
Isso que dói quando você sonha.